This is a quick tutorial on how to use Imovie for the basics. To start off, I'll show you how to create a new iMovie project and help you choose a theme. First, I will click Create a New Movie. And then to set your theme, you'll come over here to Settings. And then up at the top where it says Theme, you'll click. You can scroll through and there's many different types of themes that you can choose from. For this one, we are going to go with comic book. And now that we have selected comic book theme, we can now go on to importing media. To import media, you will click the gigantuan import media button. It's very hard to miss. Right here. And you can just select the pictures that you want to use. I have 3 different comic pictures that we're going to use for this. So I will then select them and then click the import selected. Now that I have these imported, you can now also find these stored in your iMovie library down here. But that's for a different time. Your iMovie timeline is where you will piece together your movie, down here at the bottom. Once you have decided on the basic premises for your movie, you can begin to insert your imported media into your timeline in the correct sequence. You can consult the preview window over here on the right-hand side to preview what your movie will look like when being played. So to start off, creating your movie, you will select and highlight the media that you would like to use first. And this is what I'm going to use first. And you can click the add button right here, the big plus sign to put it first, or when you're later on in the movie, you can drag it. For now, I'm just going to press the add button. You can then stretch out different clips of pictures by dragging to make it longer or shorter. For now, I'll just put it at like 8 seconds. It's a good round number. All right. I will demonstrate how to remove pre-existing audio from the movie and then mask it with the soundtrack of my own. So first, if you want to delete the audio that is in the video or picture that you have inserted, you would first right-click on the image and then click Detach Audio right here. I do not have any audio in this picture, so I don't get the option to click it. But if you were to click it, your audio would then detach from the video and show right here where the music button is, right here, and would go along the track. You would easily just right-click it, and it would be big and bold. You would press delete. To add audio, you would go to audio, and go to iTunes if you want real music. And for this, I'm just going to click this. We'll use this. Shorten that up. Way too long. You can always adjust the length like I just did by just dragging it just like you did with a regular clip. Now to give your movie a title, you can go to Titles and click right here this is the title screen for the comic theme. But to do generic backgrounds, you can go down here and pick whatever you want. Or if you're going for something a little bit more specific, you can go through here and pick different backgrounds or maps if you're going on a trip. Now, I'm going to select the comic book theme to keep us on track with our project that we were trying to create. I'm going to put it right here at the beginning. Now that I've done that, I can then name it right here. And I'll just name it Jimmy the Piano Player. Issue 1, that sounds good. We're not going to mess with all that. And then when I click out of it, let's see, here we go. It will then show Jimmy the piano player at the top in the preview section. To add a transition between clips, you would then hover over different transitions that you can use that can also be found in titles and transitions. For this one, I'll just use comic book 1, and I would place it right here on this little in-between arrow. And then from here, you would then add your next picture, drag it, add it right there. You can make it as long as you want to. Once again, we're just going to do 8 seconds. That's fine. And then we'll choose another transition to keep it flowing. And I'll just put that right there. And then I'll add my last picture. And then we'll be almost finished with the creating of the movie part. Make this 8 seconds too. There we go. Now, to make a end title, you will then go to titles. And I have multiple options. I have credits 1, 2, 3. You can find credits down here and the different titles down here as well. But for this one, I'm just going to use credit 1. Throw it right here on the end. There we go. And then I'll just type. You can type whatever you want to. The end. There we go. And now it has the end. Now, to add sound effects, there's many different sound effects that you could add that you can find under audio. And then you go over here to sound effects. There's multitude of different audios that you can add throughout this. And we'll just add let campfire right here at the end. But that would interfere with the music. So we will then go to the end, click on this and drag it and bring it back to before we want to play our sound effect. And once we do this, they will not interfere with each other. See how I stopped it right here, where it now transitions into campfire with the title ending. And then for finishing touches, you can just go up here. There is color balance, color correction, cropping, stabilization, volume, noise reduction, speed, clip filter and audio effects, and clip information. All of these are very simple to use. Most of them work by just clicking it, and it will then edit the picture for a higher quality on its own. Cropping is to crop out certain parts of videos that you don't want. So if you have a blooper at like the end of a video, you can crop it out. It's very simple. And then for audio, this can just make how loud you want your audio to be throughout the movie. That's about it. So now that we've done all that, Let's see how it looks so far. Let's see how it looks. Now we had a small issue with the second picture. It was too small. But if we were to crop it like so, all we would have to do is drag and start and then click out of it. And now it will show the upper half of the video. I can just drag, make sure the whole body's in it. And there you go. That is a tutorial on how to use iMovie. Thank you for watching.